Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age like fine wine, full of energy, joy, and good health, while others struggle with fatigue and aches as the years go by? Well, if you've ever asked yourself, what's their secret? You're not alone. And today, we're going to uncover some of those secrets, straight from Japan, where seniors enjoy some of the longest, healthiest lives on the planet. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Japan is so different. The food, the culture. How can I possibly follow their example? And you're right, their way of life is unique. But here's the good news. The habits that keep Japanese seniors thriving aren't about moving to Tokyo or eating raw fish every day. They're simple, everyday choices that anyone, yes, even you, can start making today. In fact, researchers have spent years studying why people in Japan live longer, and what they've found is surprisingly straightforward. It's not about fancy treatments or extreme diets. It's about small, consistent habits that add up over time. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your life to try them. Just a few tweaks here and there can make a world of difference. So let's dive in. Here are the first 2 secrets to living longer, inspired by Japan's healthiest seniors, and how you can start applying them today. First up, movement. In Japan, many seniors stay active without ever setting foot in a gym. How? They make movement a natural part of their day. Walking to the market, gardening, even simple stretches at home. It all counts. Think about it. When was the last time you parked a little farther away to get in extra steps, or took the stairs instead of the elevator? These tiny choices keep the body strong and the joints flexible. And here's the key. It's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about gentle, regular movement that keeps you feeling limber and energized. Try this. If you're sitting right now, lift one leg just a few inches off the ground, hold for a few seconds, and lower it. Easy, right? Do that a few times a day, and you're already on your way. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Now let's talk about food, because what we eat plays a huge role in how we feel. In Japan, meals aren't just about filling up. They're about balance, variety, and even celebration. Have you heard of hara hachi bu? It's an Okinawan saying that means eat until you're 80% full. Instead of stuffing themselves, they stop just before feeling full, which helps digestion and keeps energy steady. And here's something fascinating. Japanese seniors often eat a wide variety of foods in small amounts. Fish, veggies, fermented foods like miso, and yes, even the occasional treat. It's not about deprivation. It's about nourishing the body while still enjoying every bite. You don't have to switch to sushi overnight. Start small. Add an extra vegetable to your plate, or try eating just a little slower, savoring each bite. Notice how you feel afterward. Over time, these small shifts can lead to big changes in your energy and overall health. Before we proceed, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. What we're sharing today isn't just information. It's an invitation to transform your golden years into your most vibrant ones. By subscribing, you'll join a community of people just like you who are discovering how small changes can lead to big results. There's something special about the way people in Japan gather, whether it's sharing tea, tending to a community garden, or simply sitting together in comfortable silence. And believe it or not, these moments of connection aren't just pleasant. They're a big part of why so many Japanese seniors live long, fulfilling lives. Now, we've already talked about moving naturally and eating with balance, 2 simple but powerful habits. But today, we're diving into the heart of what makes life not just longer, but richer. Because longevity isn't just about the body, it's about the mind and spirit too. Let's start with something we all crave, especially as we get older: connection. In Japan, many seniors stay closely tied to their communities, whether through family, neighbors, or local clubs. And research shows that strong social ties can be just as important as diet or exercise when it comes to living longer. Think about it. When was the last time you laughed so hard your sides hurt, or felt truly listened to? Those moments aren't just good for the soul. They actually lower stress, boost immunity, and even sharpen the mind. But here's the thing. You don't need a huge circle to reap the benefits. Even one or two close relationships can make all the difference. If you've been feeling a little isolated lately, try this. Reach out to someone today, even just a quick phone call or a chat over the fence. Or if you're feeling adventurous, see if your community has a walking group, book club, or volunteer opportunity. The key is to find small ways to stay engaged, just like they do in Japan. Now, let's talk about something deeper: purpose. In Japan, they have a beautiful concept called Ikigai, roughly translated as a reason to get up in the morning. For some, it might be gardening, caring for grandchildren, or even mastering a craft. And studies show that having a sense of purpose can add years to your life. You might be thinking, but I'm retired. How do I find my Ikigai? The answer is simpler than you think. It doesn't have to be grand. Maybe it's baking for your neighbors, writing letters to old friends, or finally taking up that hobby you've always dreamed of. The trick is to ask yourself, what brings me joy? What makes me feel useful? Try this. Tomorrow morning, set one small intention, something that gives you a sense of accomplishment or happiness. It could be as simple as watering your plants or telling a family member you love them. Over time, these little moments add up to a life that feels meaningful. Now, let's talk about something we all deal with but rarely address head-on: stress. In Japan, practices like tea ceremonies, forest bathing, Shinrin-yoku, or even just sitting quietly for a few minutes are woven into daily life. And these aren't just traditions, they're scientifically proven ways to lower stress hormones and keep the body resilient. You don't need a meditation cushion to try this. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Sit by a window, listen to the birds, or even sip your coffee without distractions. The goal isn't to empty your mind, it's to slow down and let your nervous system recharge. Because when stress melts away, the body can focus on healing and thriving. Take 78-year-old Yumiko from Osaka. Every Thursday, she hosts a watercolor class in her tiny apartment. It's not about creating masterpieces, it's about the chatter that flows as freely as the tea. When her husband passed, these gatherings became her anchor. Now, her students, all neighbors in their 70s and 80s, call their group the Rainbow Club, because that's how their moods transform by the end of each session. You can see it in their eyes. Connection isn't just medicine for loneliness. It's the brush that paints vitality back into life. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please take a moment to do so and like our content. Just like Yumiko's Rainbow Club grows brighter with each new member who joins, our community of health-conscious viewers becomes richer with every subscription. Your support helps us continue sharing these life-affirming stories and practical wisdom from around the world. And if this video has reminded you of someone who might benefit from these Japanese secrets of longevity, consider sharing it with them, because the best habits, like the best conversations, are meant to be passed along. Now, let's continue our journey to discover the final, perhaps most surprising, element that completes Japan's blueprint for lasting vitality. There's something almost magical about watching these men and women soak in the hot springs, their faces glowing, not just from the warmth of the water, but from years of living well. And if you've been following along, you already know their secrets aren't about deprivation or extreme effort. They're about small, daily choices that add up to a lifetime of health and happiness. We've talked about moving naturally, eating with joy, staying connected, finding purpose, and embracing calm, all habits that Japanese seniors weave into their lives without a second thought. But there's one last secret, and it's so simple, you might overlook it. Ready? In Japan, rest isn't lazy, it's sacred. Think about it. From afternoon cat naps to long soaks in the bath, sleep and relaxation are treated as essential to health, not indulgences. Scientists have found that proper rest lowers inflammation, sharpens memory, and even helps regulate metabolism. But here's the problem. So many of us treat sleep like an afterthought, as if pushing through exhaustion is a badge of honor. Japanese culture honors rhythms. early mornings, mindful evenings, and yes, even short naps when needed. You don't have to adopt every tradition, but ask yourself, when was the last time you truly let yourself rest without guilt? Not just sleep, but moments of quiet, reading for pleasure, listening to music, or simply sitting with your thoughts. Try this tonight. Dim the lights an hour before bed, sip something warm, and let go of the day's worries. Or if afternoons drag, give yourself permission to close your eyes for 15 minutes. It's not laziness, it's longevity. Now, if all this feels overwhelming, take a deep breath. Remember, no one in Japan wakes up at 100 years old because they perfected every habit overnight. They simply live in ways that honor their bodies and spirits day by day. And you can too, starting with just one small change. Maybe today, you'll add an extra vegetable to your plate, or call an old friend, or sit quietly for 5 minutes, just breathing. That's how it begins. Not with a revolution, but with a single step, then another. Hiroshi and his wife Tomoko have napped together for 50 years, rain or shine, even if it's just 20 minutes. Their secret? We don't sleep to escape the day, he laughs. We sleep to savor it. Scientists would agree that quick rest lowers their stress hormones and sharpens their evenings spent gardening or playing with grandchildren. It's not about the duration, it's about the ritual. Like their evening foot soaks in warm water with yuzu peel, a small act of care that tells their bodies, you matter. So tell me in the comments, which of these habits will you try first? I'd love to hear what resonates with you. And if this video inspired you, pass it along to someone you care about, because health is sweeter when shared. Thank you for watching, and remember, no matter your age, your best years can still be ahead. Here's to living them well.